You better be doing the voice the whole stream.
Huh?
You better do the
No,
voice the whole
I
stream.
wouldn't be able to do the voice the whole stream. Let's do it. Hey everybody, it's Banjo Rays. Today is the day. Oh, and we even got In the Hall of the Zombie King from Banjo Tooie. What a sad song indeed for this sad day. Today is the first match of the loser bracket of the Booter 3 tournament. That means one of our racers are going to be going home today. Wah,
Hi, it's me.
wah.
I'm the one.
We got
Hello, I'm also me.
LordFluffy in one corner and Synii in the other corner. How y'all feeling today? Other than forgetful. LordFluffy.
Look, I just thought it was Thursday yesterday, alright? I knew I was
Wow.
free Saturday. I just thought yesterday was Thursday.
Gotcha. I thought you were thinking, okay, it's in 2 days I will be good to race.
No, it was... I definitely thought yesterday was Thursday, but I knew my
okay.
Saturday was free.
Okay, good. And that's why we're here. So, yeah, hopefully it's gonna be a good time had by all today.
Yep, hopefully for a good seed.
Yeah. Our, Oh, I forgot to switch my OBS scene. There we go, now we're here. Hey, okay, there we go. At least audio is going through.
Congratulations.
I changed the audio settings yesterday. I wonder if everything's still going through. Okay, the tracks are still going through. That was on my other profile. We're good. Okay, are we both ready to... Are we all ready, I guess, to start the race then?
Hold on, I
Yeah,
got
I'm
like
ready.
2 bites left of this burger.
Okay,
Just
I will
to see
give
him
time.
play.
I haven't had dinner yet, and so I'm gonna be eating
Yeah,
after the race,
okay.
and I'm hungry
I'm just
right
kidding.
now. So we're gonna speed through this race for sure, right?
Yeah, I'll do that just for you.
Motivation to finish quicker.
Yeah, I got this jug of water here to still my hunger. Let me know when you're done your burger.
Yeah.
That's funny. The first thing I posted in the race chat today was the cheeseburger 7TV emote. It's just a rotating cheeseburger.
Alright, okay. It's done. We're good. I'm good.
All right.
I still think you should have left it aside for some motivation to finish quicker.
It would have been cold by then.
Yeah, true.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of cold leftover food, hamburgers, pizza, burritos.
Has to be a certain type
yeah.
of food,
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
know.
Cold
Yeah.
pizza is like, it's top tier, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I think
about,
it's the
like...
Yeah, it's
sauce.
okay.
Like I like cold sauce. That's the thing. On pizza, not just cold sauce. Anyways, I'm getting hungry talking about this. So, are we ready to start the race?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'll count you down, and then we'll all get her started. So 3, 2, 1, go, and good luck. All right, and off they go. In a sec, and then I'll get their audio all set up. So let's start with Sinii's audio here. So we got a child start in market. Not a super great start, just because they start with prelude, so it's kind of a wasted start a little bit. Synii immediately going into the slingshot game, so we can see the item there. Meanwhile, LordFluffy coming up here for the hint right away. So first hint of the seed: village well leads to bottom of the well. So we got a vanilla well. And unfortunately, we got nothing from the minigame. I feel like checking the 4 hints outside Temple of Time is always a really safe bet before you do anything, just because of that, Market Baron. Oh, here we go. So inside Jabu is Deku Tree. And 2 Kokiri Forest hints. Okay, that's kind of funny. It's like really funny. And then there was one more one more other hint in there that we'll have to see from LordFluffy. It was another location, though. So we'll have to see what that was. I think it was paying access to Gerudo training grounds. But we're going to find out from LordFluffy here. Okay, so GTG leads to GTG. So we got Vanilla Well, Vanilla GTG. So Kokiri Forest being a foolish choice is a nice play, or is a nice hint to get right early, just because you get the, you know, you don't have to rush to go to Mido's house. Song of Storm's grave is kind of deleted. LordFluffy getting stuck on the altar. And going child or adult right away. Kind of weird, just because being child first lets you get your early songs, which are pretty powerful. Like Synii did, you can come to Lon Lon Ranch, and you can get your Malin hint, and then or not hint, but song. You can go straight to Lost Woods, and you can get your Saria song. Also, let me turn down the music. Sorry if it's a little too loud for anyone. And LordFluffy is going to be checking out the medallions. So we got Deku Tree, Dodongo, Jabu, and then Spirit, Water, and I didn't see where Shadow went, but I'm sure they did. Oh, LordFluffy fails chicken game once, so we're doing chicken game a second time. It's a bit of a yikes. So there's one on Jabu, and the other one is on Forest. Okay. So Talon has the bow. Not bad. So bow is pretty good starting item. Obviously doesn't help them as child, but when an adult it'll be better. Haunted Wasteland is a foolish choice. That's not a great hint to have, but I mean, you know, it kind of is good and isn't good, right? It eliminates having to go out of the way to get it. So we got Sun Song on Epona. Pretty nice. What do we got from Guru? We got Epona's song. So Epona's song comes from Song of Storms check. So, of course, different starts. We're going to see much different, you know, other stuffs. Or different items, potentially. So far, LordFluffy getting ultra cucked on his items, though. Alright, Sinii's done his quick little path, and now we're going to go see skulls. So we got 40 skulls is dead, we got 30 skulls is dead, and the legendary 50 skull check is dead. So we're not going to have a massive skull scene. So Synii quickly going adult, did the one song check, got, you know, all the checks in Lon Lon kind of out of the way. The one benefit to doing what he did over LordFluffy's route is that we're going to be able to see the bow game in CAC. And so the archery game isn't going to get, you know, saved to CAC 2. I guess we should mark and see what our stones are too, because we got all of our medallions from LordFluffy. So we got fire, shadow, and not water. Deku DC Jabu Forest. Just a skull in the graveyard. What's the last dungeon? We got forest, fire, water, shadow, spirit. Oh, it's the one they start with. Duh, it was free, so we got shadow and fire as the two remaining stones. Okay, there we go. I was wondering why I couldn't think of the last one. I was going over all my dungeons like 3 times. Like, man, I could have sworn I saw something. Alright, we got Jabu inside DC. And just an insta reset. So is this going to go back to Temple of Time? Oh, we're gonna check adult spawn. So adult spawn is CAC. So not a bad save warp. So I do really like that we got to see the adult spawn like that. Of course, we know that all these checks don't have anything on them. Dampe was a bomb bag. Okay, so LordFluffy has the bomb bag. Synii finding out that he doesn't have to go out of his way, out of his way for what's it called? Haunted Wasteland check. LordFluffy finding the adult spawn. Alright, so now we're gonna see if LordFluffy's getting punished from not going child first. I mean, I think the only thing that would help really, or like this early, would be if this check was the hammer. But, I mean, with bombs, LordFluffy is doing pretty alright, I think. Bombs will let him do everything in Lost Woods on the first run. Well, all the bomb checks anyway. And Hyrule Field, but running across Hyrule Field this early in the seed is pretty slow. Because, I mean, you can backwalk to everything, but other than that, it's, you know, it's just hard, like, getting around, right? So, both runners know that there's no 20 skulls. With bombs, I wouldn't be surprised to see LordFluffy just clear out. I mean, obviously we're going up to Goron City. Goron City is a pretty safe play, because you can stop the rolling Goron, you can check what's in the boulder maze and get that hint, especially. You can open up your path to Crater, and I mean, if you're feeling so daring, I guess you could even, like, do Crater. They started with Zelda's Lullaby in this seed. Very rare to see a Lullaby start, it seems. But with Lullaby and bombs, you can check all of the fairy fountains. Hey there, Eric's. So, Din's Fire on Death Mountain Trail. Pretty good pickup. Obviously, it doesn't do a whole lot without magic. But an item is an item, you know. Alright, and we get to see what this is. Obvious, because I missed it from LordFluffy's side. Obviously, it wasn't anything big, because we didn't get it. Oh, and Synii falls off. I'm not sure if Synii was thinking about this Goron. Wow, that's actually crazy. Comfy fridge. That was a pretty hot rolling Goron stop from LordFluffy. Unfortunately, a lot of blue rupees early on in the seed. But, I mean, it's better than having to, like, run around for, like, an hour looking for ways to stop the Goron. So, unfortunately, without a hookshot or hover boots, we're not going to be able to see the song that's in Crater. LordFluffy is having a time trying to... Okay, there we go. We finally killed the pot. That was, it was quite the boss battle. Alright, so LordFluffy is going to attempt to go do the upper crater stuff. Not a lot of time on the timer with, you know, only 24 seconds, but I think that's more than enough time to climb the ladder and then make it to the boulder. And then from there, you can kind of reset your timer, climb the wall, check your hint, maybe up in the top corner, and then run up. So another Haunted Wasteland hint, not very good, but we have another big chest in Upper Crater. Oh, and it's a Neighbor's Love. So they have all the magic spells, because of course with these settings we start with Furor's Wind. Heart piece on top of the crater. We got a blue rupee over here. I believe this is more than enough time to make it back to the grotto. It'll be close, but it's more than enough time for sure. So, with Synnii's route, Synii was able to go to Lon Lon Ranch to get Sun Song. Oh! To get Big Goron Sword. That's a pretty good pickup early on. Doesn't do a whole lot outside of the dungeons, really, but... Oh, and LordFluffy forgot this! I guess LordFluffy's not used to the Zelda's Lullaby start. And I didn't even mention it too, I almost forgot. Yeah, I know, right, Eric's? This tournament's been going by really fast. Like, really fast. Man, Bloopy after Bloopy. So yeah, LordFluffy not able to get that big Goron sword from Graveyard just because they haven't done Lon Lon Ranch. But then on top of that, not getting this other song. If it's Serenade, not that big of a deal. But if it's a Warp Song, oh, it's a Warp Song. And it's Bolero. So there's some nice, easy songs. Well, song coming from Synii here. Gonna be able to check what's on this. Song of Time, so it ends. And then Synnii's gonna quickly Death Warp in the crater here, so that way he'll get all of his health back. And then can check the Fire Temple entrance, which we don't know yet. Unfortunately, with 3 hearts, you really have to like play with your health quite a lot in the early part of the seed, but... Alright, so Spirit Temple is in fire. Oh! Possible hammer on Bombchu Bowling. That's a nice pickup. Early hammer keeps your bomb bag nice and full when you're doing your like random small little checks. Oh, and LordFluffy's... Oh, nice. Okay, so got a nice pickup. Obviously isn't using the strat to get the Bombchu up the side. Oh, and the Cucko moves right out of the way at the last second. Giving them a nice hammer, maybe. Ah, it was a real hammer. Nice. And possible blue fire arrows, but LordFluffy's thinking about it. Yep, we're gonna do it. Going for those blue fire arrows. Definitely helps inside, what's it called? Ice Cavern. Just needs to get lucky with the Cucko one more time. Come on, keep moving. There we go. Cucko moves out of the way. That was a very lucky Bombchu Bowling. And are we going to be getting some real ice arrows? Slash blue fire arrows? Ah, no, it was an ice trap. LordFluffy doesn't get frozen until outside. I've never seen that. That's kind of funny. It's funny because, yeah, LordFluffy was like, do I want it? Had to think about it for quite a long time. I don't know if I would be getting this skull here. I do like getting the skull right away, which I know is a bad habit. But especially when you only need like a maximum of 20 skulls. It seems like a long way out of the way. Zora's Domain is the first way of the hero. And Synii gets a Zora tunic on River. And is LordFluffy just not going to Lon Lon Ranch? Maybe he wants to get to Cac before night, but I don't think that's happening. Hyrule Field is way of the hero. So that's a nice hint to get, especially with those bombs. Can easily just go around checking everything. Obviously, not such a great hint to have on Tektite Grotto. Skull Mask is dead. Because Tektite Grotto, they would need either Gold Scale or Iron Boots. And I mean, it could be one of those seeds where the items are like hidden out there in the world forever. Oh, LordFluffy's coming here for Dampe. Hopefully we'll... maybe chose to do the Composer Grave as child, just so they could do the flame storage to kind of kill two birds with one stone. So we didn't have to, like, come back in there. It looks like that's what was happening. Unfortunately, still no Sun Song, so we're not going to be getting the Sun Song Grave. Ocarina of Time teaches Serenade. That's a spicy hint to pick up. Just because, you know, having to get the Ocarina of Time check means all the stones. And completing Shadow Temple and Fire Temple is kind of shitty. I think those are probably the two longest dungeons in the game if you get bad luck on the boss keys. Alright, so since Synii came all the way over here, we're going to check some more hints. Ravaged Village contains Minuet. That's another nice one to have. Unfortunately means that the easy forest access isn't going to be a thing, really. But it is what it is. Alright, and we're going to check the Ice Cavern entrance real fast. Forest Temple, so Synii is going to be able to do quite a bit in here, actually. There's no strength to, like, you know, get past the push block room, but with both the bow and, I guess Song of Time gives you access to the other side courtyard, but really you only need one or the other. Having bow will give access to quite a few checks. Alright, LordFluffy getting ready here. Are we gonna see a good flame storage? Oh, not quite. Get up, get up. It didn't work. Yeah. It's pretty tight, and you have to go through the door at kind of an angle. Well, not at an angle, but not like straight. And that way you can light the torch. Lighting the torch refreshes your torch timer, and so that way you can light both of them. But you just barely have enough time to light one of them. Alright, so Synii having the big Goron sword in Forest Temple is gonna, like, absolutely just shred through all these Stalfos. I mean, we're only gonna be fighting, like, these two. Can't get to the other ones without strength, anyway. And quick reminder that what Synnii's doing here isn't in logic, and so at this point he would have needed Ruto's letter in order to get to this dungeon, so we're not going to be finding anything immediately, like, logical. Just because letter could be, like, somewhere far down the logic path. Or it could have been the next item. It could be their way of the item, or way of the hero item in Hyrule Field. In which case, Synii just going over the other side. Anyway, in which case this would entirely be in logic. So I don't. Lord Fluffy hasn't been to Zora's River, so Lord Fluffy doesn't know that Domain and Field are both Way of the Hero. So that's gonna be one of those things that benefits Synii for sure. Until, of course, you know, they make a trip to River. Killing all the not Stalfos, the skulls. Just making sure the trip up the vines is a good one. No shenanigans. Alright, we're gonna come, and Lord Fluffy's choosing to do this as child too, instead of doing it as adult earlier, just so we can get that extra skull in the box. Ocarina of Time hint. And I like this, Synii using that knowledge, jumping onto the vines and kind of, you know, sidling over to hit the switch rather than you know, hook-shotting straight to the target. I didn't see him peek the Wait, can you hop over this? No, I don't think so. I didn't see Synii peek this chest, but yeah, he must have. Otherwise, why go through all this trouble? And like, it probably wouldn't have been worth it if it wasn't a key ring or the boss key or like a big chest, right? So Lord Fluffy opening up, we're like, I don't know how I feel about this. Lord Fluffy is clearing out Goron City Child just to, I guess, get all the bomb stuff out of the way. But there's no... It's just checks. There's no density or anything to it. Oh, Synii pushed it the wrong way. I guess from here you can go to Lost Woods. Oh, and we get a scale. So, luckily all the checks that are like locked behind hookshot in Forest Temple were nothing. So, Synii won't have to kind of double dip anything. Obviously not able to beat the dungeon. Oh, and there's Lord Fluffy's Bomb Chew Bag. I'd grab that for sure. So, Bomb Chew Bag for Lord Fluffy. And Scale doesn't really let Synii do anything that he couldn't before, other than... What is that? I saw... Oh, it's a nut. Okay. Just a nut. There is the dive in Lake Hylia, the normal root or letter check. But access to Zora's Domain is already accessible. Kakariko, Way of the Hero. And, you know, the sky is blue. Kakariko Way of the Hero is kind of a dangerous Way of the Hero, just because that minuet is on Nocturne. And so there's a chance that could be their Way of the Hero item. Or since it has already appeared on a sometimes hint, maybe it means it can't be Way of the Hero. However, they also got Epona's Song. And so, Epona's Song is a pretty classic Way of the Hero. Ugh, sorry, I just can't stop yawning. Maybe it's because I'm just so hungry. It's a classic Way of the Hero Epona Song just because it gives access to the Gerudo area. You need Epona to cross the bridge as adult if you don't have long shot. And so it's just like when you see Way of the Hero, you go, oh yeah, duh. We do also have 10 and 20 skulls to think about. Those could both be Way of the Hero. And I don't think we got anything else, did we? I don't think so. You're foolish for bringing Richard back. How mean. How terrible. Hey Shiro, I'm doing alright. I'm tired though. Apparently. Can't stop yawning. So Synii made his way to Bombchu Bowling. We're going to be getting Hammer here. Very nice. This is a sign maybe I need a drink of water. So, not having Minuet. Oh, did Synii just run into place? Or did Synii do the setup? Gotta move a little bit more to the left, I think, but this might work. Well, there's another Hyrule Field Way of the Hero, and LordFluffy gets Song of Storms from Saria. And there's Synnii's Hammer. So, nice hammer, and we got those blue fire arrows. Synii did the same thing! Walked away and thought, you know what, I'm already here, why not? Frogs 2 is dead, that's probably lovely to see. And horseback archery grants strength. That is a nice hint. So that's definitely Epona's song, Way of the Hero, for Kakariko. Oh, I missed that hint that LordFluffy just got. But I'm sure we'll see Synii get it eventually. So it's funny that after you win the second game, you get healed. And then you get the ice trap. It's kind of funny. So Synii... Oh, both of them are climbing. Synced climbing. Synii's going to be checking... the hint here, and then double dipping, or doubling up, sorry, with Din's fire check. So that's pretty smart. And then LordFluffy going to be doing the Ocarina game. Almost a good enough side flip, or side hop, but not really. Alright, what are we getting from the fairy fountain? Nothing blatantly that says, hey, this is what it is, but just kind of saving out of there. Saving a bomb, nice and easy. I like that milk bar music. So Synii gonna be coming in here. Oh, LordFluffy got a Deku Stick upgrade from Lost Woods. I'm sure Synii will be finding that earlier, unless like there's a Lost Woods Baron hint. But yeah, that definitely. Not sure what Synii was doing there. Deku Stick definitely helps until they find a Kokiri sword, which sometimes just never happens. They might not ever have a Kokiri sword, so. I wonder if Synii is going to start checking Hyrule Field stuff. Well, first going to load up on rupees, of course. And then LordFluffy maybe going to be heading to Lake Hylia. Yep. And then with those bombs, going to check the grotto on the way over. So, LordFluffy doesn't know that Hyrule Field is Way of the Hero. Oh, yeah, they do. There was a second hint. So, LordFluffy knows Hyrule Field's Way of the Hero. So maybe this is like, hey, I'm gonna go check I'm gonna go check the grottos now. And then kind of do Childlike Hylia on the way. Almost pulled out the bomb a little too early, but perfectly timed. We got just a skull token down here. So there, I think that's LordFluffy's second hint that said archery is on horseback. So Synii will find that for sure here. And that is a wallet. Possible wallet in Hyrule Field. But, who knows? Nothing like a wallet to screw up the logic. But I mean, we still have a lot of checks to go. There's still this grotto and the next grotto. So I guess we only really have 2 more checks to go. Well, 1 more, I guess. Spirit Temple is on the way of the hero. Spirit Temple Way of the Hero is pretty juicy. I feel like there's been a lot of Spirit Temple Way of the Heroes. This is the last grotto right here. So if this grotto doesn't have an item in it, then it has to be that wallet. Okay, it's a hook shot. Yeah, get out of here, wallet. Let's go pull that hook shot in for LordFluffy. Okay. So hook shot Hyrule Field, that's a pretty spicy I don't know why I've been saying that a lot today, but it's a pretty good way of the hero. You played with your brother the other day at co-op run, had it on max settings. I had to learn some tricks like ISG because one of the scrubs in Lost Woods had the ocarina. Oh. Yeah, that's yeah, I would do it. A friend of mine, Luxurious Lady on Twitch, does mystery setting randomizers. So I think it's like glitchless logic, but all the settings are randomized. And so she doesn't know what settings she's playing with and has to like figure them out during the seed. So that's always a fun time. And she does multi-world sometimes with friends in her Discord, so would recommend following on Twitch. Alright, so Synii gets the hook shot too. So we're all Hyrule fielded out now. LordFluffy going to Lon Lon Ranch. Synnii's low health sound is the cow mooing. It's actually really funny. Alright, 1 way of the hero left. Oh, Synnii's going to Gerudo Valley. We do have a hint there, so we can find it. It was the rupee pickup sound. My low health sound is always set to random. I have certain sound effects that I always have set to things. Like the hover boot sound is always like the falling sound effect, like that. And so when I hover, you hear. And my horse is always set to cow. I don't know, I just find that kind of thing funny. Alright, there's Synnii's bomb chew bag. So, LordFluffy found their bomb chew bag in Goron Pot, and Synii found his bomb chew bag in Gerudo Valley. And you may be thinking, wow, more than one bomb chew bag. Well, the first instance of bomb chews that you find will always be a bomb chew bag. So that way you can like pick up bomb chews in the overworld, and then every other bomb chew after that will be what's it called? Just regular bomb chews. So LordFluffy is going to check the Fire Temple entrance as child. I was gonna say which is nice because that'll let them do Child Spirit, but without a slingshot or bow, it might be a little difficult. Obviously, you can lower the bridge with bomb chews, but I don't know if we're gonna see that. Synii, for God's sakes, please pick up health. Please, I'm begging you. Oh no! Lord Fluffy's shield is gone. Alright, that's rough. Well, at least there's a shield in the next room. Well, not the next room, but the room after. Providing, of course, that we see the bomb chew strat. Okay, just a wooden chest. So, hopefully... just more bombs. So, there's one chest left in Child Spirit. So, if that chest gets peaked and it isn't anything big, then we're just gonna... we're probably not gonna see anything. Okay, it's just a regular wooden chest. So, there's no items on Child Spirit. But Lord Fluffy wants that, oh, Lord Fluffy wants... oh, Lord Fluffy got broken stick. That's hilarious. So, it's just a regular chest, but Lord Fluffy wants that Deku shield. So, I guess it makes sense doing this rather than buying it, but... I don't know if that's worth, really. Hopefully, at least Lord Fluffy knows. I'm sure... ah! No, you can't do that. Well, you can, but... I would have just picked up the pot and dropped it. Oh, no! The spinner. Alright. Surely we're not gonna... okay, there we go. Okay, and Lord Fluffy knows. Okay, we're out of here. Oh, it died on the spinner! Oh my god, that's actually really hilarious. That was like the most well-timed death ever. Hey, Silver Gauntlets, thank you for the raid. Hey, Schlong. Welcome to loser quarterfinals. Unfortunately, the loser of this match doesn't get to continue on with the tournament, but we all must hit that point at some point. So, no items in Child Spirit. That means in order to do anything in Spirit, we are going to have to find the Silver Gauntlets. Now, we know where 1 strength is. We know we have 1 strength on 1500 archery. But the rest of them is a mystery. Hello, Bronze Noob. Hey, Nastriel. Oh, we do know that Zora's Domain is Way of the Hero, though, so there could be something in that big chest. So, Synii is gonna go upstairs and... upstairs. Well, technically it's upstairs. We're gonna go upstairs and check out the diving instructor before coming down to get the big one. Alright, what do we got here? Just a skull. And so, whatever's in that big chest is probably the item in question. Oh, no! Oh, Synii died too! Oh my god, these are such poor timed deaths. I don't know if Synii tried to roll or what, but at least at least you spawn right in front of the chest, no matter where you come from. Oh my god, that's just hilarious. Alright, so there's Ruto's letter for Synii, so... Unfortunately for... unfortunately for Synii, we know... well, I guess now that we know that the letter's there, whatever Synii did, you know, getting to Forest Temple was in logic. From, like, you know, basically standing still. Didn't need any extra items. So, gonna... turn in the letter, probably jump back down and grab a fish, and then walk all the way back up a 3rd time. No, this is the 4th time. I'm gonna walk up a 4th time. Alright, Lord Fluffy gets Song of Time. Yeah, and then we're gonna check Jabu entrance. Which has to be Dodongo's, right? because Child can't do anything in any of the other dungeons. And we've already seen Bottom of the Well, Deku, and Jabu enter, or not entrances, but we know where those dungeons are. So Jabu has to be DC. There's like, oh no, we already know that Jabu is Deku Tree. Oh God, I need to look at my own tracker. I'm the one marking the tracker. Okay, so Synii knows this is Deku Tree because it was hinted. So Synii knew what he was doing this whole time and just didn't tell me. How dare. Alright, Lord Fluffy's probably gonna go get the song from Sacred Forest Meadow now. Obviously with no Saria's song, we're gonna have to do a bit of a out of logic play here. That should work. Yep, nice and easy. Alright, and now we can see if there's anything in sorry, not Synii. Lord Fluffy is gonna have to do some craziness. Anyway, so far nothing really coming out of Deku Tree. Deku Tree has actually been barren in a lot of the seeds that we've been doing lately, which is kind of good and kind of bad. Not having to like go all the way upstairs to the locked room is like, you know, a blessing. And a barren Deku Tree does make the completion of it a little faster. Alright, so Shadow Temple is in Forest Entry, and unfortunately the song that was on Minuet was their prelude. Ooh, we got 2 big chests in this room. Synii could be popping off right now. What do we got here? Okay, another quiver, so a waste. Unfortunately. And then what's in the other one? Plus the skull could be a big item too. What out of logic glitches? Glitches, just ground jumping. Oh! Well, there's the other strength. And just a recovery heart. So, there's strength, which means strength 2. Ooh. Lord Fluffy deciding to come into Shadow and gets paid off a little bit with a slingshot. Alright, so let's see. Deku had strength 1, and Shadow had a slingshot. I'll have to keep that in mind. Yeah, so ground jumping is allowed, and then obviously some basic movement that, you know, skip stuff is allowed. They're allowed to do King Zora skip, reverse wasteland, anything that stays in bounds. And, just uses basic movement. Rolls and hops. Ah, Synii is a fool. Unfortunately, taking forever to get frozen. So now we've had a foolish we've had a foolish ice arrows and fire arrows now. Alright, so Lord Fluffy getting the slingshot right away. Now we're gonna go back Child. Maybe to check out Zora's Domain, hopefully. But Lord Fluffy doesn't actually know that Zora's Domain is Way the Hero, so there's no reason to go back. Is Equip Saw allowed? No. No items that, or no glitches that like modify inventory. So even like ISG isn't allowed. Is that gonna work? Oh yeah, that did work. So Lord Fluffy now probably gonna go to Gerudo. Knows that archery has 1500 archery has strength. So I guess the strengths could have been gotten in either order. Ooh, that was a nice quick kill from Synii. It's the one cycle. What was I about to say? that was a good fanfare from Synii. I like that. Alright, gonna go grab that extra heart. The strengths could have been gotten in any order because the bow and Epona song was all that stuck the 1500 strength. So, Synii gonna be the first person to 2 dungeon rewards out of 6. Alright, so where does Synii go now? There's quite a lot of like progression that could be made. I guess going to GTG wouldn't be, or for Lord Fluffy wouldn't be that big of a bad of a deal. Just because like doing this is actually kind of smart because you get to check your hammer stuff along the way. If you need skulls, there's some skulls here at night as well. And then clearing out GTG would be pretty sweet as well with hammer, hookshot, and Song of Time. You'd actually be able to do quite a lot in there. Wouldn't be able to do behind the strength 2 block. Although Synii would be able to go behind the strength 2 block. So when Synii decides to come to GTG, Synii can do the he can do the horseback archery to get his silver gauntlets and then go into GTG and just do everything. Except for toilet, but who wants to do toilet anyway? As me cheering for the underdog. Alright, what was that? I saw Sheik standing at a monument at a time. Teaches something. Oh, Saria's. So Saria's song on Prelude. They need to complete Spear in order to get there. Oh, the guard jumped off the torch. Ooh, Lord Fluffy gotta be careful. One more slash and I think he's caught. That's a nice copy pasta. Alright, so there's Synnii's strength up, or not strength upgrade. Stick upgrade. Me too, Asmi. Me too. Alright, so after this trip to GTG, I'm not sure what Lord Fluffy does. Without the hints, it's... I mean, you could go to, like, Zora's Fountain just to check your Ice Cavern entrance, I suppose. Oh no, Lord Fluffy doesn't have enough money! Can't do Gerudo Archery without money. I wonder if they're gonna go into GTG. Yeah, we're gonna go into GTG first, grab some money, and then go up and do archery. I guess it doesn't matter, because in GTG you need Strength 2 to do anything. Strength 1 doesn't let you do anything. So... Ooh. Big chest right off the bat. Okay, so we got a bottle now. Lord Fluffy checking the small chest just for bloopies. Gotta find a lot of bloopies, unfortunately. Alright, and unfortunately here we also only have 1.5 hearts. So, gotta have good... oh, God. Oh! Those Stalfos just double teaming LordFluffy. LordFluffy even had milk. We got milk. Could have healed. They could have healed, but didn't. I guess pulling the bottle out is kind of time. It's probably just faster to die to get... well, probably not, but... I don't know. After 2 jump slashes here, I would expect milk. Oh, God. 1 jump slash deals 2 hearts worth of damage? Oh my God, you can't see! Run! They're surrounding you! The skeleton army cometh! Okay, running away again. Gotta keep track. Oh God, that's... oh! 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 Oh no. Man, Synii only has 3 hearts as well. Being stuck on this low health is, like, really terrible. Alright, there's Sinii's Song of Storms. Come on, LordFluffy, equip your milk. Okay, we're using nuts this time. That's smart. Hopefully if a jump slash lands, you at least... oh, wow. That Stalfos just got, like, frozen in place. Okay. LordFluffy isn't fucking around anymore. We're just gonna, like, stun. Okay, there we go. Another quick stab when they land is, you know, a good time. Oh! Okay, that was only 1 heart. Okay, we made it through. All for a chest. Which we're gonna pick up because we need 20 rupees. Alright, so Synii opening up the Song of Storm grotto, not to get the item, but to get the hint. LordFluffy skipped over this. Hyrule Castle is foolish. Unfortunately, both of them have done all the Hyrule Castle, the one Hyrule Castle check, so it's kind of a shitty hint to get. Alright, Synnii's gonna go check out Child Spirit, but I'm gonna come up pretty dry. Hopefully we'll see no burnt shield from Synii, but you never know, those keys are pretty dramatic. Alright, LordFluffy has a lot of money now. We got 35 rupees. It's enough for 1 3/4 of a horseback archery, I believe. Man, LordFluffy would rather just die a million times than use that milk. Just stay targeting the wolves. If you target the wolves, they can only attack you 1 at a time. And don't attack them from the front! Oh, Lord! You have a bottle of milk, my dude! Alright, well, they'll make their way around again. I feel like that's something that people often overlook, is that if you target a Wolfos, no other Wolfos will attack you. Only the one you're targeting will attack you. So if you're in the middle of all 4 of them and all of a sudden they're coming for you, just target one. We're fighting them 1 at a time. Oh, we need some milk vine? I don't think I'm familiar with the vine. LordFluffy definitely, for the next rando, needs to learn how to fight these Wolfos. You remember during your run, Hookshot Sound was howling like a Wolfo? Yeah. See, it's funny. People say Wolfos like when they're referring to more than one, but I'm pretty sure the singular is Wolfos. Like it's the Wolfos with an S is both the singular and the plural version. Alright, so Synii might be going to Gerudo now as well. Maybe gonna do Poe in a bottle first. Which would make sense because he has a bottle. Yep. Shooting the arrow is the horse neigh. That's kind of funny. I don't know why that is so funny to me. Oh, it's a moose and deer. I see. Alright, well, there's the key ring, so that'll help the maze. I don't know if there's anything in the maze, but... Ooh, we have a big chest, too. Very nice. LordFluffy not rolling into the keyring chest or into the flame ring chest. Something some people need to pay attention to. Hey, there's our last quiver. We're fully loaded on quivers. Oh, one moose, multiple meese. Because one goose and multiple geese. Oh god, I'm watching Asmi. It's Asmi all over again. Surely only once, though. Yeah, only once. Not 2 minutes. One fish, multiple fish. A friend had a fish and asked what to name it on Twitter. And I said fish. And so it got named fish. Alright, the inside of GTG looks pretty empty. Oh, that looks like a gilded chest. Yep, we got a one big chest. So it looks like we got one big chest inside the maze. Alright, so Synii doesn't like what he sees behind the boulder, so we're not gonna bust it open, but we will get the skulls. Son of a. I had a fish once. I named it Jack. I don't know why. It just seemed like a fish name, I guess. It was I don't remember. It was like a Siamese fighting fish, I think. Jack and Jill. Alright, I'm anticipating this ice trap. Because this so far has seemed like a pretty barren GTG. Oh! It was light arrows. Alright, well, that definitely helps down the line. Synii is going to have a much faster fight with this guard. Hopefully we're not going to see another Monka-esque fight, but... Nope, that guard died. Didn't just get beaten, just straight up died. Alright, with more than enough rupees for archery now, we're going to go up and see the strength get. And I guess it's not really unfortunately. It's only going to be strength 1. But strength 2, I guess, doesn't do that much. I guess now that we know that Spirit Temple is Way of the Hero, and that they can't do anything in Spirit Temple without strength 2, It definitely makes Strength 2 a better item. So after Synii gets this, I wouldn't be surprised to see just a straight bull arrow. Oh my god, I can't believe LordFluffy got 1500 there. That was like the closest. So heart and a strength. Alright, let's see where doth LordFluffy goeth. Oh, we got the Pokemon Center music. This is a nice song to have in the music pack. No, this isn't Pokemon Center music. I'm dumb. This is the bike music, isn't it? Oh god, I'm so dumb. I can't think of what Pokemon song this is. I couldn't do it. I would have to listen to it again. I now have the bike song stuck in my head though. Maybe it was the bike song. Either way, it was Pokemon. Pokemans. So is Synii gonna go up and check what's up top? We don't see a chest, so it's probably nothing. And now we're gonna go full clear. Pretty empty GTG, aside from, you know, the obvious light arrows. And I guess there was a bottle of milk, which probably won't be needed just because Synii has 5 hearts and LordFluffy only had 3. 4 now, since the heart piece from horseback archery. And with a big Goron sword, these Salfos are just gonna get absolutely destroyed. Not only are they easier to kill, but they're also like way faster to kill. Alright, and that's what we learned about climbing the ladder while the Gwei is around, and the Toucan's gonna knock them off the ladder again for sure. Oh my god, we're safe. I can't believe that Gwei didn't come back. I've never actually seen that before. That Gwei is like the most vicious creature in all of Ocarina of Time. Exclamation Toucan. Alright, let's see if adult fishing has anything. I think child fishing ended up falling short for Synii. Let's see, look at that. Pick a wolf, target it, swings around until they decide to just run aimlessly. There we go. Wolfos, done and done. Alright, come on, big fish. Let's pay off. At this point, I think LordFluffy is decently far behind. Oh, we got another empty bottle. At this point, we're going to find every bottle except for Ruto's letter. I think the only bottle that Synii has over LordFluffy is letter. Alright, so we got one small chest. This is also a small chest. Skull chest. And then the other 2 chests are probably both small too, because I'm not feeling it. Yep. So the only thing of note in GTG, other than like a bottle, was light arrows. And 10 and 20 had nothing on them at all, just a heart piece and another skull. I guess turning in 10 skulls earlier would have been nice, because it's like, hey, here's another skull for your 20. Or you go in there with 19 by accident, and then it's like, oh, yeah, thanks for the money. LordFluffy still doesn't have enough money. Alright, we're going into the graveyard. Is there anything new LordFluffy can do in the graveyard? I guess now we have Sun Song, so we can go do the Sun Song grave. But I don't think that was any money. I don't remember what Synii got from that earlier. I know it was a big chest. Oh, it was the scale. That's right. It was the scale. So we got biggest quiver, I think. Oh no, it was the big Goron sword. That's right. That's right. Scale was somewhere else. But where? But where? I don't remember. Maybe it was in... No, was it in Deku Tree? No, Deku had strength. I don't know. The scale was somewhere. This is why I try and write down all my locations, so I can remember this kind of stuff. But I forgot that one. Big silly on me. Okay. Oh, maybe it was the archery game. Yeah, because I made a point that Synii could do this earlier and LordFluffy couldn't. That's why. It's because, yeah, this was scale. Oh, that was close. I thought that was a missed green rupee for sure. Alright, LordFluffy knows that the only ones left are the blue rupees, so getting into position. Oh no, it was bombs! I don't remember what was scale after all. Maybe the scale was the friends we made along the way. It's like the only thing I can think of anymore. Either way, LordFluffy making a decision to go back child. Not a whole lot of reasons to go back child at this point in the seed. I would assume to go to Zora's Domain. And unfortunately, there really isn't any fast way there. I like that side hop from Synii to get in front of that chest. So yeah. Like I thought, Synii is immediately going to back to Spirit Temple. And is LordFluffy... Oh, I'm not going to River. We're going to Cack. Not sure why, though. Because I'm pretty sure LordFluffy already did chickens. Maybe not. Okay, LordFluffy picking up this chicken. Don't look as me. They're running forward. Oh, Synii came here and did this first. I thought Synii was going to, yeah, going straight to Spirit. I guess thought, may as well turn this in first. Okay, now we're going. Okay, and LordFluffy is going to bottom of the well. Instead. So, obviously I can't see LordFluffy's hints because of the difference in tracker. But if LordFluffy knows... Well, I guess... the Zora's Domain Wath was in River, and that's the only place it was so far. And LordFluffy hasn't been there. So it really sucks. Because Letter being in Domain is a really trolly hint. when you know that you can go do Deku Tree because it's in Jabu, but you need Letter to get there. And so LordFluffy just doesn't have that information. I'm pretty sure that they know that Spirit, Cac, and Hyrule Field are all WAF. But other than that, there really isn't any other information. So we're just kind of looking for things to do. And River's just one of those places that a lot of people don't like going to right away. But I don't know, for me personally, it's it's like the first stop along my route usually. So, strength 3 already. Synii gets a nice strength from Spirit Temple. Could be Way of the Hero for something in Light Trial. But what could it be? Perhaps magic, I guess. Because they have bow, they have light arrows. This next check for Synii has to be the key ring. Unless, of course, it was behind the Song of Time block, but it was here after all. Ooh, got smacked by the boulder. Okay, just an arrow. So with the key ring, we're gonna go a little higher. I would love to see a different Way of the Hero item in Spirit other than Strength, because I feel like half the time runners find Strength 3 in seeds, and it just turns out to be a red herring. Like, the only seeds where Strength 3 is actually used are seeds when you need to find it last. For, like, getting light arrows. Oh, Synii freezes with the ice trap. Uses the cool little push that you can do to kind of push the statue, but not, like, hold it during the animation. Apparently it's a very tight window to be able to do it. But it looks really cool every time I see it. Alright, small chest there. We got a small chest up there. So now what? Oh. I thought Synii saw that it was a small chest. Because I'm pretty sure you can see it like over the lip of the ledge if it's a big chest. Because them big chests be big with 2 E's. Oh, there we go. We got another big chest. I like that bomb chew shot onto the skull at the angle there. Okay, another big chest. This could be another possible waft. Iron boots. I like that much better than strength 3. This gives them access to Lake Hylia temple, or water temple entrance, I guess. As well as it lets them get that water or wallet on the field. Though at this point, the wallet would only really be used to buy the Goron tunic, because they already have a Zora tunic. Well, Synii does. But probably not gonna see that, just because most runners left in the tournament seem to be pretty good at doing the Volvagia quick kill. And if not, I mean, Synii has 3 bottles, so that's a lot of fairies. Each one adds on a lot of time onto your timer if you have enough hearts, which, I mean, Synii has a lot of hearts, so. Alright, making quick work out of that Iron Knuckle. And unfortunately, LordFluffy finding, like, literally nothing in bottom of the well. They don't have a Baron dungeon yet in their Baron hints, but Alright. LordFluffy took a, or sent me a quick DM. He said he's bathroom break, but don't bother pausing. So it's one of those, I'll be back in a sec, bye. Okay, so Spirit Temple entrance leads to DC. Which is kind of good. I guess it was kind of expected too. What's that on top of the arch? That is just a heart piece. So, oh, what song did Synii just get there? Oh, Requiem. Okay, so we got Vanilla Requiem. So Synii is just gonna like straight up finish Dodongo's Cavern here, because strength, bombs, like that's all you really need. Plus hammer, I guess, but equipping hammer at this point is like kind of eh. So there's another Spirit Temple Wath from inside DC. So using those nice backflips to blow open all the doors. So Dodongo's Cavern is going to be a pretty fast clear. Obviously you don't need a whole lot, and I mean Synii can just kind of open the Dodongo face right away, so that way, you know, once he's done with the room where you vanilla get bombs, you can just kind of jump straight down and don't have to worry about like kind of the big chest on the other side, because obviously you can peek that. I think halfway through saying that I kind of forgot what I was gonna say and I just started rambling, but yeah, so bottom of the well is turning out to be like entirely barren. And Synii is like almost done his like third dungeon. Well, with the third dungeon reward. So LordFluffy really needs to start getting on doing dungeons. Unfortunately, they're like, what dungeons can they even do? Like, without having that second strength from Deku Tree, it's can't do anything in Spirit. And I mean, you're not finding anything until you go to Zora's Domain, for sure. Like, avoiding River for this long is, I think, just... I don't know, I don't think it's that bad, but... Because, I mean, a lot of people usually wait to go to River. But River has 3 hints in it. And you have Song of Storms as well, right? So... going River just, like... seems real good, especially with bombs so early. Bombs early, it's just like free checks with the chicken. Alright, so we do have a big chest on the other side, so Synnii's gonna be going over to the other side. Unless Synii gets walled by an item, I really don't think there's like much catching up for LordFluffy. Like, I feel like it's just too far behind at this point. Because, I mean, there's not much of an item lead, but the completion lead is, like, fairly large. Alright, what kind of big item do we have at the end of Dodongo's? The mirror shield. Alright, well. So that's Spirit Temple completed for Synii. So that's Spirit, DC, and Deku clear. So that's going to give access to Requiem, which is the Nocturne song. or Minuet, sorry, which is the song on Nocturne. And it's also going to give Synii Saria's song on Prelude. Is LordFluffy buying sticks? Not sure what LordFluffy's doing here. Getting rupees for something. Oh, probably for the skull in Lost Woods, or the business scrub. The one down below. I don't think they were able to pay him off. Having to come by this area quite a few times. I could have sworn LordFluffy did this already, but maybe I was watching Synii at the same time. Yeah, I definitely saw it because they were climbing at the same time, right? And I could have sworn, yeah, LordFluffy was climbing this ladder, and Synii was climbing a vine in Hyrule Castle, I think, at the same time. So maybe when LordFluffy did this earlier, just they didn't have any money. Which honestly seems to be the theme of the seed. Alright, Sinii's third dungeon reward completed. Oh, LordFluffy's finally going to Zora's River. Hallelujah. LordFluffy demoted to Peon Fluffy. I mean, LordFluffy will start, like... They'll start getting on the path once Ruto's letter has been, like, acquired. And that'll be soon. Because after River, we're going to go to Domain. And then we're going to get our letter. And then we're going to go beat Deku Tree and get our strength. And then go... Oh, money-wise, yeah. But anyway, what I was saying, LordFluffy gonna get the strength, go to Spirit. From Spirit, gonna drop down, do Dodongos, get Mirror Shield. Like, there's really only one way to go in the seed from here on out. And Synii just has, like, the leg up. Of course, unless there's something else in Spirit, then we'll see where the path goes from there. I mean, obviously we've had items in Spirit, like, already, but... Another item that would give direction once the dungeon's done. Well, I guess Iron Boots is that, because with Iron Boots you can, like, you know... With the Iron Boots you can go and, go to see what's in Lake Hylia. Hey, that's where the Zora Tunic was. I forgot about that. So can't light the torches yet. Fluffy already had that hint. Fortunately, that Zora's Domain hint comes at a great time. Synii did this originally as adult, so he had to, like, kind of come back later. We're gonna lose the chicken. Oh, we're gonna lose the chicken, but it's only a heart, so whatever. Spirit Temple, still Way of the Hero. Possible double, because we did have, well, there's two hints. They found both of them for sure. That's why I have the hints highlighted yellow on the tracker. Those are the hints we found double. If they were to find one more, I would mark it orange, and that would be indicate a double loss. Oh. Seems good to me. So, magic, pretty good. So, all of a sudden, magic puts Iron Boots at a kind of a question mark item. Still lets you get access to another dungeon. And I mean, whatever dungeon it is, they'll probably be able to complete it. We don't know where Ice Cavern is, though. But Water Temple would be a pretty good dungeon. Because I think they can fully clear water. Well, not without long shot, but they can do stuff in water. Fire would be an insta-full clear. And then Ice Cavern is the Womp Womp prize. However, oh, I was gonna say LordFluffy has Din's Fire, but Synii doesn't. That was one of those checks that was gotten pretty early, I think. Or maybe it wasn't. What did LordFluffy do early that Synii didn't? I can't remember where that came from. Oh, I marked it down on my tracker. It came from Death Mountain Trail. So that was from, maybe it was from the Fairy Fountain at the top. Because I can't think of anything else that Synii just hasn't done up there. But anyway, when LordFluffy eventually gets the magic, and if Synii does find the Dins on Death Mountain Trail, then he'll be able to check what's in the Shadow Temple entrance as well. So that's just kind of a 2-for-1, easy peasy. Nice flame storage from LordFluffy. Oh! Unfortunately, lost the stick. Relighting the torches. It's kind of unfortunate, but solid recovery. So Twin Rova could still have an item. We've seen a couple items on Twin Rova, which is funny. Usually it's light arrows. I think 2 seeds now we've had major items on Twin Rova. Alright, luckily LordFluffy isn't gonna die here. Didn't do the strat where you like fall down the waterfall, so we're not gonna take damage. But even if we did, 6 heart containers is more than enough to just straight up not die. Oh my god, is Synii pulling the statue? Please, no. Synii is pulling the statue. Okay, so Synii wants to know what's on the torch chest down below, but because Synii doesn't have a fire source, you need to stand on this Armos statue and shoot through the torch into one of the torches below. I didn't think we'd be seeing this at all during this tournament. But I'm glad it's I'm glad it's finally here. Hey Flame. Yeah, a little bit. There was some okay, it's not a big chest. I thought it was gonna be a big chest and we were gonna see like a crazy reward. And now... Okay, and now we're pushing it again. Oh god, is he gonna pull the other block too? Synii really wants... Please don't pull the other block. Synnii's gonna pull the other block too. So Synii Oh, this is like the most hilarious thing I've ever seen. So, Synii doesn't want to come back here as child to do these checks, so we're just going to do them here as adult. And if you know where to push the blocks, you can set them up so that you can quickly stand on them and jump from one to the other in order to shoot through the torch to the arrows. Oh, he's trying to do the backflip strat. Yo. Alright, no block pushing. Oh my god, that's where the... Oh yeah, Synii doesn't have the boss key. That's why he's doing this. Duh. Okay, so what Synii did is definitely not in logic. I will let you guys know for sure. You're supposed to come back here as child to do that. But, I mean, it definitely puts a smile on my face. Alright, LordFluffy now finds the bow and is about to get the second strength. And like I said, from here, LordFluffy is just going to be on the exact same path as Synii, just 2 dungeons behind. So there's a nice little strength 2. It looked like strength 3, but it looked like strength 3, but that was just the cosmetic. This almost sounds like Phoenix Wright music from Synnii's stream. Yeah, but to be fair, Schlong, he was wandering around quite a bit afterwards, doing other stuff. Like, LordFluffy is now, like, on a path. Like, with Strength 2, it's like, immediately go to Spirit Temple, and then, you know, get all the items from Spirit, immediately go do DC. Because, I mean, you can't, you know, you may as well, after you do the upper child side spirit, drop down and see what the dungeon entrance is, right? If LordFluffy doesn't do that, that's kind of big, because it's a vanilla Requiem, you know, to get into the DC, so... And I mean, you could just cross the desert, but, I mean, nobody likes crossing the desert. The problem is that because they're on the same path now, we know that Synii is just ahead on the path. So the only hope for LordFluffy here is that Synii gets walled by an item. The only items that LordFluffy has that Synii doesn't is Slingshot and Din's Fire. And I mean, Din's Fire is on Death Mountain Trail in a fairly easy place to find. And Slingshot is just like, you know, Slingshot is just in Shadow Temple, in like the 2 checks behind. So when Synii goes to Shadow Temple, it's just gonna be there. And I mean, Synii might go to Shadow, but I don't know. I like that death music from Super Mario World as the fanfare. Alright, we got 2 dungeons being completed at the same time. Synii with 4 dungeon rewards now to Lord Fluffy's 1 in a second. So Synii is now able to go and grab a Minuet, which is a kind of nice song at this point because because, you know, then you get to check your Forest Temple entrance. I don't think Synii actually knows what's at Forest Temple. Oh, Synnii's going to Forest now. Da-da, da-da, da-da. I love that Majora's Mask music. Oh yeah, Synnii's going straight back to Forest Temple to just clear out the rest of the dungeon. And I mean, why not, right? It's in logic. You just go beat Forest Temple and then you got another medallion. So Synii is 1 item off of Go mode. Because Synii has all the items to go just beat whatever he wants. And I mean, if Synii goes to Lake Hylia and gets lucky and Lake Hylia is Fire Temple, then that's game right there. So Fire Temple needs to be hidden behind another item. There's a chance that in Forest Temple, Synii could also find Longshot or Hover Boots. And if that's the case, then that's just more Go mode items. Because out of the 2 dungeons left that Synii needs to complete the game, at least one of them has to be a medallion. And this is Forest, and it's a medallion. So it doesn't really matter what the other dungeon is. LordFluffy's gonna get smacked by that Wolfos. Oh, 1 hit to kill it this time though. That Wolfo just didn't see it coming. Strength 3, baby. I guess the Wolfos never really see it coming because whenever they die, it's always because they get stabbed in the back. Link is just a dirty coward that waits until his enemy's back is turned before delivering the final blow. That isn't to say that's like the only way it goes, but it's a way it goes. For Wolfos anyway. But I mean, the wolf is like a sneaky enemy too, right? The wolf will like pretend to be your grandmother. Which I don't know. I think that's a little more sinister. Synii, your sword is too long. What a terrible problem to have. Alright, made it. We made it. Alright, LordFluffy can't really peek this, and so we're gonna... Wait, didn't LordFluffy get the big Goron sword? I'm pretty sure they did. I don't know. Maybe just can't peek it properly. I don't know. Ooh, big chest here. This could be it right here. Long shot and we're good. Nope. Bomba chews. Not that bomb chews are a bad thing, necessarily, but the fact that, you know, they already basically started the seed with a bomb bag kind of makes bomb chews a little less good. I mean, they're really nice just to have because, you know, you can put them down and they immediately blow up when they touch things. I feel like it would be hard to go back to a life where Bomb Chew Bag wasn't a thing. Oh, LordFluffy misses the hand. That's kind of rough. I mean, it only takes like a few seconds to like walk back up, but that's a few, you know, seconds you could have been doing something else. It's how like every mistake feels like in Randomizer. Or any game ever. I don't know, that's a pretty basic thing to say. Alright, so at this point, I feel like, man, I don't even know what I was gonna say. I think I was gonna say at this point, I feel like Synii is just kind of like, you know, what do after Forest Temple? I feel like Lake Hylia would be the, Lake Hylia would be the safe play. Just because you go to Lake Hylia, you check the dungeon. And if it's the dungeon that, you know, if it's a dungeon you can complete, then you just win. Oh, well, there's the Kokiri sword. So, now that Synii has the Kokiri sword, now it's just a 50-50, basically. Because with Kokiri sword, you check Deku Tree, okay? If Deku Tree isn't Fire Temple, you go to... Sorry, it's not a 50-50, it's a 66% chance, right? You go check Water Entrance. If it's not Fire, you go to Deku Tree and hope it's Fire. And if Shadow Temple is Fire, then that's just... yeah, that's just game. So at this point, Synii just... I think Synii knows that the odds are, like, pretty good. Ooh, LordFluffy eating an axe to the face. Not gonna risk dying. We saw enough of that earlier on in the seed, for sure. Is gonna pick up the hearts, though. Ooh, that was a really smooth Stalfos kill from Synii. Alright, so we pick up the heart, and is LordFluffy gonna jump down? Yep, definitely for sure. Nice and easy, and so gonna see that it's Dodongo's. Gonna go out, grab the song. It's Sweet Requiem. Pretty sure. Yep, it's Requiem, and then yeah, we're just gonna beat Dodongo. So, like I said, there really isn't any thinking at this point. It's just kind of like, you know, you're on the rail. LordFluffy is gonna use the hammer here. I like equipping the hammer for Dodongos. I mean, there's a lot of spots where bombs are really nice, but I mean, hammer is just so easy to just ka-thunk, ka-thunk, ka-thunk. Just bust open all the little walls. Apparently it might work with those blue fire arrows too. I tried it on one of the doors, and it should have worked, but it didn't. So I don't know if I just did something wrong, or... Man, that snipe would have looked so hot. I always try and make that snipe just to like be able to like hit it right away. But I'm never fast enough. I don't even get my arrow off because I just know it's gonna miss, but Synii definitely buckled down. And of course, as is tradition, the very last check in Forest Temple. Is the boss key, or is light arrows, or is some item. So Synii choosing to save warp out of here. I think it's ever so slightly faster to just run out of the room through courtyard and into the middle. I'm pretty sure Lolaway timed it in one of the previous previous tournaments when we were talking about this. But I actually don't know, especially if you have like nuts and stuff. At the very least, like not resetting. Oh, LordFluffy didn't. I think the bomb was maybe off, only blew up one side, or they didn't blow up altogether. Because I think the stairs should have fell before going down the wall there, but then they didn't. Yeah, something weird happened, so either way. Gonna have to blow up the stairs again and watch the big long cutscene. So Synii likes doing this from one side of the room instead of the middle. I guess it's easier to like look around at all the portraits, sort of. I don't know. I don't really think there's any like good or bad side to doing it. Either way, this is a nice quick one cycle. One cycle Phantom Ganon is pretty free with the big Goron sword. I don't even think you can one cycle with the Master Sword. A fast route to kill him without needing to reflect the beam. Doesn't that require ISG though? I'm pretty sure you need ISG to do that. Oh, you've seen Icola do it? That's interesting. Because I know he like lets down his guard a little bit with you know, what's it called? Wait, what's it called? Alright, there's Sinii's Minuet. And so now we're gonna go check Forest Temple entry because I'm pretty sure Synii hasn't done that yet. Obviously the slingshot in yeah, Synii hasn't even been here. So Synii is now just going to go around checking dungeons. Equipped hammer right away. We're immediately going to just find Fire Temple. So, Shadow Temple. Nope. Oh! Nope, we're out. So, time to do the dungeons. So, at this point, it's like, are we going to go to Lake Hylia or are we going to go Child? I guess if we were going Child, we would have preluded, so I guess we're just going to Epona's all the way across. Yeah, you have Iron Boots, and it beats, like, going Child, so... Synii is just going to be looking for Fire Temple now. Worst case scenario is Fire Temple is in, Synii could be in Go mode, yeah. If Synii can find Fire Temple. If Fire Temple is in Shadow Entrance, then Synii will have to find Din's Fire, but it's in a pretty... It's in the Fairy Fountain at the top of Death Mountain Trail. LordFluffy got it, like, right at the beginning of the seed. So, we know where it is. But Synii doesn't really have any reason to go there. If Synii finds Water Temple in water, there's a chance he might stay, but if it's in Shadow Temple, it's still a race. Maybe. It is quite a ways out of the way, but with Bolero, I feel like it's not that out of the way. Because Synii will eventually go to check Goron City. Obviously the Fairy Fountain in Death Mountain Crater. There's just nothing that points in that direction, given their hints. Yeah. And I mean, if Synii finds hover boots, then Synii can just beat Shadow. Unless, of course, you know, the key is, or the boss key is hidden behind Longshot or Din's Fire. In that case, it's, you know, different, but I think Synii is just like, come on, Fire Temple. Come on, Fire Temple. Fire Temple is like an instant GG. Hey, it's Fire Temple. So yeah, Synii is 100% in go mode. There is no stopping him. So all Synii has to do is just find the boss key, and so now it's up to, like, you know, how kind is the boss key gonna be, right? Alright, there's Dodongo Cavern done for LordFluffy. So now LordFluffy's definitely gonna go back into Spirit Temple with that mirror shield and just beat Spirit. That'll give the Forest Medallion. So, like, all the dungeons are just gonna fall one at a time. I guess LordFluffy hasn't actually been into Forest Temple. Wait. Oh, right. Yeah, I was like, wait, where's... where are they going? But, oh yeah. Now we're pulling out the milk. Can't make it into Fire Temple with only, like, 1 1/4 heart. That's for sure. Yeah, so LordFluffy's going back to Spirit Temple. And then after that, I think it's, okay, now what do I do? I could see LordFluffy going to Fire Temple next after being done with this, just because the Iron Boots are going to be, you know, there, so may as well do it. And then eventually, when having to look for more dungeons, then we'll go all the way to Ice Cavern. Because LordFluffy doesn't know that Forest Temple is in Ice Cavern entrance. I'm pretty sure. Oh, there's the key ring. Well, good thing there's no shield eaten, just because like-likes can't eat the mirror shield. It reflects their taste buds. Oh, that bomb just dropped right off the edge. That's kind of funny. Oh! Oh, LordFluffy, no. Jumped at a little bit too much of an angle. Okay, there we go. Oh my god, Synii has been given the boss key right on a silver platter. That is hot, hot, hot. Because it's Fire Temple. Shoutouts to me alone at my computer giving finger guns when I said that. I'm sure at this point LordFluffy is just waiting to be, like, pulled in. It was definitely one of those seeds that's, like I said, it's just a rail track, right? There really isn't anything to, like, think about once you find that first item to get you started. And unfortunately, that item just happened to be pretty far out of the way. Like, every other item just kind of went... I guess the only thing they really had to look for was the hookshot in Hyrule Field, but there was a Way of the Hero hint for that. The Zora's Domain hint for Letter was in river, and so it was like the sooner you get your hook shot and go to river, the better. And it just took LordFluffy way too long. So, I think this had potential to be like a pretty jetty seed, but it was just you just had to like do the things in the right order. So everyone always targets Volvagia's head with the bow here to like try and shoot her down. But I find it's like way easier to like shoot her with just regular aim. Like, cause targeting, you're kind of shooting where she's like been, not where she's at. Or the other way around. So, I don't know. With the big Goron sword, this will definitely be enough damage to kill though. So, not gonna have to use that second fairy. But that is the 6th dungeon reward that I just awarded to Synii ahead of time. I love the boss music. The boss defeated fanfare. It's like the boss touched a Goomba and died. I can't believe it took me so long to notice too. But whatever. Alright, there's the boss key. It's time to go fight Ganon. Alright, so with this, definitely I'm not going to mark it on the challenge yet, but Synii is definitely going to move forward into the losers bracket. Unless, of course, you know, we have a 20-minute Ganon fight. But somehow I do doubt that. Schlongster versus Electric Fortune is the next match happening, and that'll be happening on Tuesday, I think? Tuesday, 7 p.m. So, I'm sure that one will be a pretty good race, too. The epic rematch. I think that's the only race that's happened. No, Asmi versus Light is going to be a rematch as well, the winter final match. It makes sense that they would be in the same from the same groups as well, just because if Schlongster and Electric were from the same groups, that would be kind of weird if there wasn't like another matchup that was from the same groups. Brackets, am I right? They're a little confusing. Man, after this, I'm gonna be eating some wings. I am so excited for these wings. I haven't eaten since like 8:30 this morning. And I gotta tell you, I am very hungry. Oh, I thought Synii was gonna get axed there, but managed to make it right at the last second. So LordFluffy having Din's Fire here, able to, oh, we gotta push the block. Yeah, it didn't leave Furor's Wind on the other side. The classic strat. You know, I was thinking when Synii left Furor's Wind in that room, I was like, that's kind of weird. But then I didn't really think anything else of it. But that's why. It's because in order to open the doors, you need to, push the block. And so Synii did that to avoid having to do that. And so yeah, LordFluffy has to like walk all the way back to the main room. And then hopefully can hopefully LordFluffy knows this. Yeah, that's not gonna work. It's a little too far. Too far south. I really hate this hook shot. I don't even go for it, just because I'm like so bad at it. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to do that, not without the long shot. You need to get way closer. I'm pretty sure you have to fall from above too. You can't like grab onto the ledge. Unless I'm mistaken. Oh! You can. Well, I learned something new from that. Maybe I should try and remember that for the next tournament. Because when I die on this Naburu Knuckle like 8 times, I can use that to get up. Without having to run around like, you know, 8 times. Alright, Synii about to fight Ganon now. That was a pretty quick Ganondorf fight. With the seed coming to a close. Let's see what kind of music we got. I can't tell what this is from, but this is pretty good music. Getting unlucky here. Oh! Oh, the witch just flew out from underneath him. They're getting extremely lucky right now. Overall, I have to say, in terms of like the seeds we've seen in this tournament, I think this was one of the more boring ones. I think the race was pretty good, but like I said, the way the items kind of placed themselves on the path of like completion, there really was only like one singular line. Anyways, GG's to Synii. 203.37. Let's go ahead and drag them in. Alright, everyone. GG's.
Oh.
There we go. GG's.
GG's. Let me just grab my music back on.
GG's.
This seed, I think, had the potential to be like an insanely fast jet seed. Like, all your guys' items were like along like a singular path, except for like the hook shot, so long as you went to Zora's River.
Yeah. Going
That-
river early and getting that info, that really helped me route the seed.
Yeah, that singular hint that said Zora's Domain was Way of the Hero, I think put everything else in a straight line. Because it was like, you know, you got your opponent's song really early from CAC. And then, like I said, all you had to do was like kind of go out of your way to check your Hyrule Field Wath for that hook shot. But then once you got letter, it was like, okay, well, you go to Jabu, complete Deku Tree. Oh, there you get an item to do your next dungeon, to do your next dungeon, to do your next dungeon. And like, yeah. Both
You did have to go get the strength off 1500.
Yeah.
And also, it was beneficial that seed to actually do GTG. I was worried there that I wasted my time in there until I found the lights.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying too. Like, LordFluffy was the first one to go through GTG, and so we were just like, you know, okay, there's nothing, whole lot of nothing, except a bottle. And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, light arrows! There's something. And unfortunately, for I'm sure you were just like cursing everything, Lord
Let's
Fluffy.
not talk about it.
Yeah.
That's that. What
Oh,
what
boy.
was in G? Like, actually, legitimately, let's just not talk about it. It was fucking embarrassing. Full stop.
Yeah, 3 hearts is pretty rough for that early GTG. Synii, your boss key strategy in Spirit Temple, like back flipping to like shoot that torch. I actually like didn't know you could do that. I
Yep,
was like,
it's a really stupid strat, but hey,
yeah,
I guess once in a blue moon, it's useful.
yeah. I was happy we did get to see the Armo statue get pulled all the way up the, because I was like, you definitely just want to avoid coming back as child, like for sure.
Yeah,
And
I
so
was not leaving there without being spirit,
yeah, for
so
2.
I was
So
pushing that. I was pushing that statue.
yeah, luckily Lord Fluffy, when you did that Lord Fluffy had Din's Fire like super
Oh,
early in the
really?
seed. Yeah, that was from Death Mountain Trail Fairy Fountain, I think.
Oh,
It
I didn't
was
go up
it
crater.
was the bombable wall
Oh, it was
on
the
Death Mountain
bombable
Trail.
wall. Yeah, okay.
Oh, I
I
never
thought it
did
was
that.
either one of those. Did you
I
even
just didn't really.
did you even go to Goron City this seed? I think you did to
I
like run through
I
like
did to go through it to get the back to forest. That's it.
yeah.
I didn't do any checks in there.
Yeah. Like Lord Fluffy cleared a lot of the overworld, like for the first like large chunk of the seed. And then I think you did that quick ice cavern entrance rush kind of thing. And then
Yeah, I kind of rushed that.
didn't find a whole lot. I think.
Couldn't even beat the dungeon while I was there, so I had to double dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you probably found the domain way of the hero doing that. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I found the
which
domain loft.
that in and of itself is just like, I have no idea where to go. I'm trying to find some item, some hint that gives me direction where to go. I don't
Yeah.
want to go for the low value plays. I want to go for the high value stuff. I'm trying to route in with fucking Hyrule Field. Like, if I had gotten the domain hint like anywheres before, like any
Yeah.
like 20 minutes before I actually got it, it might have been competitive, but it
Yeah.
was not even close because of that.
Yeah, like I said, it was like a super linear path once you guys went to domain, and so yeah, it was
Yeah,
like seeing you not go to domain or Zora's River for as long as you did. It was like, because I kept thinking like, what if it's like, I mean, I guess the worst case for Synii at the end of the seed is Fire Temple is in Shadow.
like Shadow. Yeah,
That was like, I think that was the only scenario, because like, you know, Shadow, I mean, you would have needed hover boots, and then I mean long shot, so it would have just been a search for items, whereas, you know, by the end of Lord Fluffy's search, at the end of like the dungeon progression, since Din's Fire was already a thing, then it would have just been like, okay, now just search every dungeon for fire just like you did, and then just kind of go. I actually want to see where that other Zora's Domain Wath was.
yeah. Where was the other hint for that?
Oh, it was in the Death Mountain Trail Storms Grotto.
Ah,
Yeah, so always hidden somewhere else. And then neither of you found the last Way of the Hero. Oh, it was Market. Probably the
I wonder why.
hammer. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's funny. Both of you did the same thing in Bombchu Bowling, where you saw the blue fire arrows, went to leave, stopped, and thought, eh, and then went back and
yeah.
did it.
I
Yeah, it's
figured
just
I
one of those
might
things.
need those.
It's one of those things where, like, if I get bow and magic and then ice cavern is required this seed, then this saves me a shit ton of time, right?
I know
But
it was just funny that I thought Synii was gonna start playing the game right away, but then because you did it way earlier, and then Synii just like, no, let's just go do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it turns out it's not even real.
Yeah. Um, Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else, but like I said, there wasn't really anything a lot. You know, because like I said, it was a pretty boring seed. I felt once Rudo's letter was gotten, because like I said, it was same path. Every item just kind of fell into place after that, and then I thought it was really convenient that it was like go through Spirit, drop down, Dodongos. Oh, there's my mirror shield. Go back and beat Spirit. So
Yeah.
yeah. Not
Even if
too
Mirror
often
Shield
you get
wasn't
that.
there, I was planning on going back to Spirit.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
very convenient for the Mirror Shield to be there.
at the time when I dropped down to see what Spirit Entrance was, I was also committed to going back in the Spirit because I didn't believe the Strength upgrade was Way of the Hero, and I didn't believe the other thing I found in there was Way of the Hero. So it's like I'm feeling like magic is in here. It probably has to be.
Yeah. I when I saw that Strength 3, I was like, oh, OGC, and then I thought, nah, there's no way. Like, there's
Yeah.
never been anything on Strength 3 in this tournament. It's got to be something else. And then when it was Iron Boots, I was like, well, I mean, that's better, but is it really, like, you know, looking at what the items that y'all have, it's like, what, you know, all you have to do is go beat one more dungeon. But then when it was magic, I was like, ah, it's probably that.
Yeah,
This
probably.
is probably that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, I was gonna say same thing with the Minuet in CAC, but I was like, ah, it's probably just a Pono song. Because I think if Minuet was hinted on Nocturne...
Yeah, it's hinted, so it can't be
Way of
Waff.
the Hero. Yeah, that's what I thought. So...
Yeah, and it's also like you needed Horse to get the Strength upgrade to even get into Spirit in the first place, because
Yeah,
the third
exactly.
Strength
Yeah.
upgrade was Strength locked, so...
Yeah, you were the first person to get the Strength on Archery, and not having any money at all during the seed. I feel like every single time you had to pay rupees, you had to look for rupees somewhere else first.
This is why chess size matches contents is fucking garbage, because you don't have to give a shit about resource management if you have things normal.
Yeah.
I will take this. I will take this to my fucking blade. Chess size texture matches contents is fucking boring. It is so dumb. It is so bad. It's not interesting. It actively makes you have to care about resources that you shouldn't have to care about. I'm just saying. I'm glad to be done with these settings. I can go back to playing seeds I think are fun.
Yeah, so lesson to always load up on rupees as child. Now what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, when you were getting your strength, I think Synii was in Deku Tree, and then got that strength, and so we were like, I was like, oh, so that's where the other one was. But then I thought,
Yeah.
that really sucks, because unless LordFluffy decides to make the play to just go to Deku Tree for like no reason. Well, I guess there would be no reason to go there because there's no letter, and you have to look for letter. Because I think that was hinted pretty early. I don't know if
it was
I
like
don't.
one of the first hints.
Yeah,
It was a river hint.
yeah, that's right. Was it a river hint?
Yeah, it was in the Swords
No,
River.
or it must have been
Was it?
somewhere else then.
I think it
if
was.
Fluffy had it too. Maybe it was
Okay.
Maybe it was outside of Temple of Time. I don't know. Either way, Synii, you're gonna move on to the loser semi-final match, where you will be racing the winner of Schlongster and Electric Fortune. Their epic rematch will be happening Tuesday night at 7 o'clock Pacific. 10
Alright.
o'clock Eastern. And, yeah, Asmi and Light still need to schedule their winter final match, and that'll be another rematch, and so hopefully that'll happen soon. So you said you're gonna go back to different normal settings for Booter, and I imagine more FF speedrunning, yeah?
Yeah, just kind of what I feel like, but also just, I cannot stress enough that you allow this King Zora skip that is the most stupid, complicated, glitchless thing I've ever seen, when you could literally just allow side hop, walk forward, jump slash, clip out of bounds. So much easier, the freest out of bounds in this game, and why would I spend all this time doing this when I could just do that? I'm telling you, man, it was a bad idea for me to join this tournament when I got so used to playing with glitches. I just
Yeah.
wow.
Oh,
The
yeah. I've
yeah.
no, I don't know glitches that well.
Yeah.
I'm not like
a lot
a
of them are really accessible. Like some glitches are really accessible, but it just like I guess glitch-less stuff is accessible. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I'm some sort of glitch savant. I'm not like ZFG or anything. But you know, when I think about like, I'd never bothered to learn the King's Aura skip that's glitchless because I knew I would not be using it the moment I went back to doing seeds my own way.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of
again, I just feel like if a glitch is absolutely free and it is so much easier to do than a glitchless method to accomplish the exact same thing, just allow that specific glitch. Like that's it. I don't know. It's just either way. I'm complaining a lot at this point because I'm salty. So I'll be quiet. I apologize. I probably went off too much.
It's all good. When
it's
you
fine.
feel it deep, you know, gotta let it deep. Anyway, like I said before the stream, I am so hungry. So I'm gonna go make some wings. So thanks for racing, guys. And,
Thanks for that restream.
Yeah.
Good
no
luck,
problem.
Synii.
See you guys next
Synii.
time.
What is
Synii.
it? Yeah, Synii. Gotcha.
Yeah.